welcome back to another vlog, and today we're going to be going to
Green Planet.
Green Planet. We're so excited, and we're going to be riding with Tita while mommy and daddy are with Gigi. It's super hot, but hopefully at Green Planet it's a lot cooler. Summer heat in the UAE is another level.
To be honest with you though, I think that another level is still an understatement. It was quite hot that day. But yeah, we're currently on the way there and on the drive to Dubai.
We're officially in Dubai now, but we're stopped at a gasoline station because we just have to do something really quick. And then yeah, we're off to Green Planet in a little while.
Me and my brother obviously couldn't resist, so we did a little bit of karaoke in the car.
I want it that way. Tell me why. I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. 'Cause I want it that way.
And after that very obviously passionate performance, we were back on the road. And just a few minutes later, we were already here at Green Planet. But of course, we did have to park, so we went on over and parked at City Walk. Mommy, Daddy, and Yuji got there before us, so there's my parents, and there's Yuhan waving back at them, all happy to see them.
We are now in City Walk.
After we greeted Mommy, Daddy, and Yuji, we decided to start walking and go to Green Planet, which was about a 5 to 10 minute walk away. However, it was super duper hot, but the scenery did make it all pretty worth it. Because there were a lot of really nice places to take pictures, and well, look, there I am taking some pictures, and you can go ahead and spot the ones that I posted up on my Instagram at azumi.pagrinan. Of course, we also had to take some pictures of my brother because his outfit of the day was really nice. And this specific spot, I absolutely loved how the pictures turned out because of this pink background, and I'm wearing blue and white, so I really pop out of it. I really love it. After we finished taking our pictures, we started on walking again, and before we knew it, Green Planet was right there ahead of us. Seeing it up close again after so long, it just felt really nostalgic because the last time me and my brother went was about 3 years ago. Yeah, so it's been a while and I'm super excited to just see all that. The sun was absolutely beaming and it was just steaming outside. But thankfully, the guard let me, Daddy, and Yuji inside first so that we could get cool, while Mommy, Yuan, and Tita were on to get our wristbands. And Daddy was helping me put mine on because I was kind of struggling at it. But, well, look, I got it on anyways. Before all else, I did have to put on my glasses so that I could see a lot clearer. And while we were walking, we did see this really big metal slide. I was honestly kind of thinking that it'd be pretty hot if we went inside of it. But yeah, there was also this turtle and he was feeling pretty hot, so he went in the water. I absolutely adored this little area because the greenery and the lighting just really made me pop. So yeah, after we dropped off the stroller, we headed on inside where Yuji and Daddy were already waiting. And it was so cool inside, and it just felt so nice to have AC again. The first thing we saw were some fishies, and Yuji was pretty excited about that. He ended up seeing a lot of fish, and which was really cute. It looks pretty much the same as when we first came here about 3 years ago, and it really is just so nostalgic to see everything again. We had to wait a little because there was a lot of people, but we eventually went inside of the elevator, went up to the 4th floor, and wow, just look at it! There were already so many animals. gorgeous is definitely an understatement because being here felt like you were being transported to a whole other world. In this case, in a whole forest while we're in the desert. It was so nice to see these lemurs because the last time we went, there was just one. And I remember calling him King Julian because I love King Julian from Madagascar. And yeah, just a little story that I thought I'd share. But anyways, we went on inside and found these really cute monkeys. And then we headed on back outside to go to the next floor, third level. And yeah, just take a lot more pics and just admire nature. While I was busy taking the videos, Mommy was busy taking pictures of all of us. And yeah, there were these super colorful parrots. They were just so adorable. I really couldn't. And we saw this bridge. Last time we went, it was closed. So we thought that we'd go on it and take a couple of pictures here too. Once me and Yuan were done, of course, Daddy and Yuji also had to take some pictures. Then after that, we headed on down to the next level. And oh my gosh, here I was so excited to call Mommy because there was this snake and we could actually hold it, to which me and Yuan actually did. And we got up close to so many animals. It was just amazing. I ended up going down first and I was incredibly happy that I did because I got to see a sloth up close, and so did Yuan and the rest of my family because it went on up. And let's just take a moment to appreciate this creature because wow. And across from us, there was another cute little animal climbing up, and words honestly can't describe the feeling of excitement and happiness that I get when I see those cute animals. And speaking of, we also saw this cute little pink parrot. It was just so adorable. On the topic of pink, I did see a cute little baby flamingo too. And then I looked to my right and oh my gosh, my brother was holding a cockroach and so was my dad. That I could not touch. The snake I could, but I was kind of scared to hold the cockroach. We also managed to see some bats that were at the bottom, which was really cool because they were just flying around and yeah. This spot was also really nice to take photos at because you could see the end of the waterfall and it was just really nice here. Then we did have to exit because that was the end of this part of Green Planet. So we had to head on back down because there was a second place and there was still so many people despite it being like 5 or 5:30 already. Down here, there were just a few animals to see, and one of them being this giant snake. Like, it was huge, and there were 2 of them in that enclosure. Yuan and Yuji were just messing around a little more before we had to head on back up, and I did see this shirt and I found it really funny. But yeah, we were here and roaming around just a little more, seeing what else we could find and just take a whole bunch more photos. This crocodile popping out from out of the wall looked so cool, and before we knew it, we were already out back in the heat. And yeah, thankfully it wasn't as hot as earlier because the sun was kind of setting, but it was still pretty hot, but nonetheless still really nice weather. Daddy was carrying Yuji, but Yuji really wanted to go down, so he just went on running, and he was getting quite fast at running, which was quite adorable. And before we officially headed back inside the mall, we decided to roam around a little and just take in the beautiful scenery. And yeah, all of these restaurants looked amazing and quite aesthetic, if I do say so myself. Now that we've officially escaped from the heat, we are inside the mall, and the first thing we heard was loud music. It was so nice to see some performers out there. I really didn't expect it, but that was such a nice surprise, and they were really well prepared and they seemed to be loving it. Back to our main task, we decided to eat here at the Noodle House, and we did end up seeing one more performer. And yeah, we just started ordering food, and all of the food was incredibly yummy. There were these salmon rolls, some pad thai. I got some katsu curry. Tita had curry, and Daddy and Yuan both had ramen. All of it was just so delicious. Like, delicious is the only word that I could describe for it. And yeah, let's just enjoy a few clips of me eating. So yeah, this is kind of turning into a mukbang, but I hope you guys enjoy. We ended up finishing all of the food that we ordered, and of course, after we were done, I did have to freshen up a little because I was planning to take some more photos outside, and that was such a good call. Overall, eating here at Noodle House was really nice, and I really would recommend it. So if you do have the time and you're in City Walk, you know where to eat. Another little surprise that we did see was sort of this flea market inside, which I thought was really cool. Before we headed on outside and just decided to roam around a little more before we headed home. It wasn't as hot anymore, which was amazing. There were so many cute restaurants and shops that were so well lit, and there were quite a few people out here too, just enjoying their time. I personally think that it'd be really nice to go here during winter when it's a lot more cool, a lot more windy. And yeah, here we are going down to the parking lot. Yuan, Daddy, and Tita headed on down first, while me, Yuji, and Mommy had to take the elevator. Though we did have to wait a little because they were paying for the parking, but before we knew it, we were already saying goodbye to Tita and getting into our car. I did see this pretty cute pink car, and it was just in such a cute color that I absolutely adored it. And yeah, we did end up seeing Green Planet in the nighttime, and it was just so pretty, just like the rest of Dubai, as you can see here. And that would be all for today's vlog, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next one. Bye!